day, good people of fine day, in the year of the paradigm. It is paratime for Rebellion. AEW Rebellion is live tonight. We have a whole bunch of stuff that goes in correlation to what had just happened this past Friday and what was a spectacular episode of Fracture. There's a couple things before we start. There's not a couple things. Yeah, there are a couple things. First and foremost, in the description below, be sure to enter your OCs for OC Revolution, which will, I will say tentatively, will more than likely be in 2K23 for the final time. However, if save files are, you know, working and looking good in 2K25, then OCs could jump straight there. Otherwise, they'll be going to 2K24, and that'll be fine after this one. Regardless, right here, right now, I hope you're excited. There's some things that we need to talk about. This past Friday, I announced that we have general managers now for both Fracture and for Inferno. We now know the Fracture general manager is a Miss Navia Kaspar. Love to see her. She's already been doing a fantastic job. And the Inferno general manager will be revealed on March 7th at Inferno, the first Inferno, the first Friday of March. I do need to take you back to the AWE Performance Center. We have a facility where we have just a handful of rings. We have a ramp where essentially people can go and they can test out new moves. They can spar with people backstage. Not backstage. We don't want anybody fighting backstage. Q-Taro and Tartaros, who Tartaros has been in our performance center a lot. We allow him to be there. We know that this is Farewell Tour. He was sparring with Q-Taro and things got a little bit unhinged, as you can see here. Q-Taro busted open Tartaros, and that's generally when we kind of stop and say, hey, go check out the medics, you guys can spar once everything's clear. Q-Taro threw him into the corner and looked like he continued to try and open that wound, prying at the wound on the head of Tartaros. Referee tried to stop it, ended up paying for it as well, and Tartaros bleeding all over the place. Q-Taro continued the onslaught, powerbombed him on the concrete. This has never been a problem in the Performance Center before. I don't know what's going through Q-Taro's mind. Maybe it was seeing red, the red blood of Tartaros on the mat. I'm not sure. But he went insane, so much so that he broke the entire ring with a nasty suplex onto Tartaros. Tartaros is thankfully not too banged up. Thankfully, he needs about, I think, 18, 19 stitches, so he's not cleared to compete tonight. But he should be cleared to compete by next week, and he will continue his farewell tour. Lucky he's not concussed. It was just a bad open wound. Hopefully it doesn't reopen next week, because he does still want to compete and he does want to be in action. That being said, tonight's Gauntlet Match will show off and see who will face him next week in his farewell tour. That being said, why don't we get this night started and we head to the ring, because Sakura is getting ready to speak. Shall we? I think we shall, because, you know, it's a little wa-cha-cha action, right? No, not a wa-cha-cha, as the stars go. Black, here we are, and out comes the one and the only Sakura Ogami. Wait, is it? We gotta make sure. There are potentially imposters around. There's potentially some sort of shapeshifter or master of disguise. You guys, that's a real throwback. He's a master of disguise, and he dresses all sorts of things. He dresses a turtle at one time. I think that's the most iconic one. Regardless, Sakura, Fight Forever champion, out here tonight to kick off the show. Had a main event at Valentines Violence, and I'll be real, it was tough for the both of them. Not because of what the match was, but what they had to go through these past couple of months. And let's go ahead and hear from Sakura herself. What does she got to say? Last Saturday was Valentine's Violence. Oh. And when you think about it, yeah, I couldn't imagine. Oh, man. Sakura cried outside of medical after that. Oh my gosh. Dang. Double, I mean, deserved, but double dang. Okay, I'll be real. That's... Okay, I was gonna say I'll be real, 100%, that's probably the most wanted person in the world. I wouldn't wish that upon my enemy. The Wrath of Sakura. But March? What is she doing out here? March, party girl, I don't think has any sort of beef with, okay. Oh, that's sweet. That's classic March. She's a sweetheart. Good news. Oh, March 7th. Oh, March 7th. Hold on. Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing. March, you died last time. You fought Sakura pretty much. She mopped the floor with you. Interesting. March, I don't know if it was a good idea. Especially with what Sakura's been through recently. Oh no. Oh my gosh, no. March. Oh no. Can people just not, people are about to just get wrecked on their birthday 24/7. First pie, now, as the stars go, this is official, apparently made by the general manager, bringing it back. March with a big gamble there on Sakura Ogami. March 7th, I apparently has talked to our general manager. That doesn't surprise me at all, if I'm gonna be completely honest. However, March has talked to the general manager. This coming March 7th will be the March birthday celebration. That being said, the last time someone had a little birthday celebration match, it didn't end too well for them, so I don't know if March is taking that into account. Pai's birthday was this past Friday, and he fought the Uncle Taker. And it seems like March's mouth may have gotten her into danger because in the women's division, that might be the equivalent of fighting the Uncle Taker, fighting Sakura. Especially this more vicious Sakura. The Sakura who's not letting up for anybody after they weren't allowed to let up on their partner era. We'll see if March's birthday ends with potentially incredible strategy, or a very sad March who's getting beaten and brawled, beaten and battered and brawled and bruised and fantastically hurt. That being said, that's the future. The now is, we gotta kick off our the rest of our show. Let's have our first match of the night. It will be the champion Merrin versus the #1 contender, Hu Tao. Next week, we'll also have Panette going toe-to-toe with Burnus Go. And I'm excited to see how this all plays out. 1v1 as the stars go. As the stars go. Black, there we go. Hey, your boy knows how to panic. Ladies and gentlemen, Navia backstage. I believe our other general manager is also backstage. I think they're meeting for the first time. Both being general managers tonight. I'm not allowing you guys to see any of that. That's the business side of things. They'll be talking. They'll be booking their shows accordingly. I'm excited to see what they both get done. Truly and sincerely, but more excited in seeing Merrin tonight go toe-to-toe with Hu Tao. It is a battle of the kicks.
One half of the Action Wrestling Extreme Champions.
Go ahead, talk to him. Merrin, not Martin, is shredding down to the ring. Merrin has been champion for what, 400 plus days probably at this point. What a world. Is it 400 plus? At the start of the year, and then another, yeah, it's been 400 plus days. She's gonna be walking into March as champion, but will she be walking out of March as champion? She's gotta be facing off with a very dominant Flame Tribe. 1 month in, they had all the world titles. Another month in, they might have the tag team championships as well. I think that's gonna be a fantastic time. It's gonna be a fantastic showing. I know they're not gonna give up too easy. Merrin, Panette, they ain't no slouches, and as I said, tonight is gonna be a battle of kicks, the coolest kick in town. The last will. Who's gonna connect first? Who's gonna connect best? I'm excited to find out. Let's see. Merrin, ready tonight. And Merrin excited for this, and excited as not Clover and Hyoko XL. Their attack may have taken them off their game and may have cost them in the end. But first and foremost, representing the Flame Tribe.
Representing the tribe.
Yeah, representing the tribe. Hu Tao walks into her. Oh my gosh, you guys, do you know what this means? Next week, Burnus isn't coming out to Why Don't You Drop. She's coming out to Burnus, go! That's the future. The now, though, is Hu Tao. Hu Tao has not held gold in the AWE, but has had some fantastic moments, and most of them happened just recently. A little ways back, I think maybe a year or two back, she went toe-to-toe with Chi-Chi, lost inside Hell in a Cell. Those two might have to go at it again eventually in a coffin match, because I believe that would make the most sense. However, that's likely down the line. Hey, that might even be AV Mania. Who knows? But taking a step back, Hu Tao put on a show-stealing match against Sarah. One of the best Fight Forever Championship matches we've had so far. Helped kind of cement Sarah as a star and help put Hu Tao's name on the docket. And when we had that Flame Tribe match with Mona, Hu Tao was the one who had a spear of her own to take out Rinka. Rinka, the master of the spear, and that was the beginning of the Flame Tribe, a group of respect. And now it seems like a group of, they want to do this the right way. That's something that we've heard them say a few times, but actions speak louder than words. How much can we believe the Flame Tribe? I'm not sure, but you do have to keep in mind, nobody came out to help them during their tag team #1 contenders match. If they lost, I suppose. Rinka's still saying she wants to do things the right way, did do things the right way. Nobody interfered in any of her tournament matches. The only one who has this little iffy up and down, is she great, is she a fiend, is Yukiko. And I believe a lot of that is just because of Chie. You can like be the best person in the world to everybody that you meet, but there's one person that you just despise with all of your heart. Like, there's a lot of the people I believe in chat. Rio, for instance, loves the people, and the people love Rio, but Rio hates that Splendid guy. And that's a lot of us. Look at that, rolling into that pinfall. These two are about to put on, I think, a spectacular match. If time permits. Slam down. Merrin back in control. Merrin already has a signature, which is kind of wild. And goes flying. Merrin, we've seen her do this before. She literally blindly throws herself over the top rope, which is dangerous. When it connects, it's brutal for the opponent, but when it doesn't, man, I don't know if Merrin's bracing for that impact. Able to reverse the Irish whip. Hu Tao goes down. Ooh, big splash. It looked like it was going to be double knees, but instead flattens Hu Tao, who kicks right back up, and now has the advantage, dragging Merrin back to the ring. Doesn't want this thing to end by countout. Our main event this past week at Fracture ended in countout, but surprisingly enough, a fantastic match that ended in countout that didn't really take away from the vibe of the match. Eggman was knocked out on the outside from the true nature of all things, Cassius Bright. He didn't want to win that way, but yeah, it's hard to move that big beefy Eggman. And I said earlier it's going to be a battle of the kicks. Nobody's hit their signature kick yet, but we've already seen legs go flying and reverse DDT by Merrin. A lover of animals, a member of the Racket of Psalm. And you gotta keep in mind, I think Tamara, we know she is likely in grave danger. But what can you do when if there's like nothing you can do about it, missing that drop kick? Turning Hu Tao around. You gotta focus on the future, and I'm sure that's what Panette clearly as well. I'm sure that's what Tamara would want them to do, focus on the future. And right now, their immediate future is the Flame Tribe on March 7th for the tag team titles. Cover 1. We gotta, oh, hold on. It looks like she was going for that SOS. Reversal by Hu Tao. And Hu Tao instead going for that razor's edge, and Merrin's head bounces right off the mat. 1, 2, kick out. And no resiliency. That's the big ticket item. Keep in mind, we might see Hu Tao hit that kick, and the last will does connect. Is Merrin gonna be down? Does she have resiliency built up? I'm not sure if she does. She sure didn't. She does now, but before she sure didn't. Merrin survives, has to kip out. Said she needs to get a handle on Hu Tao. Hu Tao, you gotta keep in mind, a very dangerous competitor. We saw Hu Tao go crazy in that tag team match against Clover. And, ooh, hits her drop kick this time against Clover, and Crazy Oko Extra Large was able to sneakily roll XL up after countering a move and stole the pin. For a second there, it looked like we might have been getting the coolest kick in town, but Hu Tao's been able to make sure that Merrin doesn't get that opportunity. Puts her in the corner. Oh my gosh, kick to the thigh. Out of the corner, through the ropes, double foot right to her. Whipping and throwing her neck back into the mat. Things have evened out for the tag team champion. Merrin may be thinking it's time for the coolest kick, and no. Went for a gut kick, and now hits the coolest kick in town. Dead center of the ring. Merrin's got her. 1, 2, and that's resiliency gotta be from Hu Tao. And that's the thing about Racket Asylum. They could be down on their luck for the whole match, but somehow find a way to heat up and win. And they might have to do that now because Merrin went tumbling to the mat as Hu Tao rolled out of the way. And again, Hu Tao's like the queen of rolling out of the way on the outside of the ring right now, admittedly. Lifted right back up. Hu Tao dragging Merrin. Tossing her in the ring. No, she's got work to do. Hit her in the back. It might have been a kidney punch she just did for real. Couple shots to the midsection. And the quick kicks from Merrin again. We talk about being, I said it earlier and I knew it was going to be true. It's a battle of kicks. And right now Merrin is on top, just like the Racket Asylum always is. And we don't see this often from Merrin, but she may be going boom with that boom drop, hitting the legs. And again, a big splash right afterwards. And Hu Tao stunned. This may be the curtain call. Hits the Coolest kick in town. Gets every drop of it. 1, 2, and this could be the future. At Inferno. No. Hey, no. Yeah, get her out of here, ref. Clover just bitter. Bitter about being a loser. She did lose. In fact, she lost. You remember Navia said, if you want that championship match, just don't lose. And you know what? Maybe it's Clover saying, I didn't lose. It's like it was a great victory for Merrin. Rackers always on top. Will they be on top March 7th? That's the real question. You can win a singles match, but when it comes to a tag team match, ain't nobody better than the Racket, let's be real. However, the night goes on, and I want to talk about this 6-man gauntlet match. The Repairman suggested to General Manager Navia, I gotta get myself back together. I gotta go through a training arc myself. And so while he's trying to build himself up after that last Tartaros, he said to himself, a man who's retiring, wipe the floor with me. Before, I used to be feared, dominant, and respected. And now look at me. And you know what? I take it back. He's still respected, but not dominant. And definitely not feared, and I don't think he wants to be feared anymore. But he wants to be taken seriously, so he is in this 6-man gauntlet match. The winner will face Tartaros, and I think the Repairman wants that match more than anything to run it back with Tartaros. But he's got to get himself back together. Let's start this gauntlet match. It's a regular gauntlet match. So let's see who's walking out first as the stars go.
The following contest is a Gauntlet Match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 superstars will start in the ring.
I kind of appreciate
these. When one superstar is eliminated, a new superstar enters. Eliminations can occur by pinfall, submission, or disqualification.
That's right.
The match continues until one superstar remains. And that superstar will be declared the winner!
But not by countout, right? Now let's see this thing go. And out first. Yeah, I knew this, actually. Navi had told me he didn't just want to be a part of this gauntlet. He said, I want to start this gauntlet. And I'll tell you what, he's got some tough competitors, some we haven't seen in a while, some he's very familiar with, and some who were just, you know, not so great, and some very good. That being said, the Repairman said if he wants Tartaros, he wants to earn it. And he wants to run it back. He wants to run the gauntlet. This door saved a lot of us. It helped us with the void problem. It was the Repairman whose submission hold, not even the let him in submission, just a sleeper hold, brought us to salvation. I can't help but wish him the best of luck in this gauntlet match. We'll see how it all plays out, to be completely fair. But I'm excited to see. I'm more than excited to see if the Repairman will be able to run the gauntlet. The Repairman who believed in Pi, believed in Arrow, believed in everyone. And for it, he got deleted. But in deletion, he was able to bring people back. in the static, he was able to bring people back. He found the lost. And who better to look for him than someone with a big old eye, you know? Let's be real. He got that man got the big old eye. He got the whole eye on his chest. Repairman, I wish you the best of luck in this fight. But let's see who his first opponent is in this standard gauntlet match. And we'll see also who will be facing Tartaros, who's got 18 stitches in his head. 18, 19? I don't remember. Navia told me. Thank goodness for her. She's actually been doing a fantastic job as general manager. Our other Inferno general manager has also been doing a good job so far, but has not had a show to run yet. So we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. I wonder if they'll ever have, like, you know, a GM versus GM battle. Like, I want you for my team. There's a lot of things we could do with these. Oh no. With these general managers. The man who got embarrassed by Cassius Bright. Oh, look at this. Not dressed up in his premier gear. Yosuke Hanamura just himself tonight. Interesting. We'll see if his moves play into that. I'm not sure. Maybe he thinks he shouldn't call himself Premier after losing from that Cassius Cutter, but I'll be real, that Cassius Cutter, and that thing hurt. That thing hurt. Eggman's lucky he didn't get hit with that Cassius Cutter. He would have been even more knocked out than he is. Oh, well, even if, potentially, this is the Yosuke Hanamura that we all missed, the Yosuke Hanamura we all loved. The audience ain't buying that because they booed the heck out of him like his name was Dominic Mysterio. As he stands on that rope, and he's still soaking in those boos. The roar of boos is crazy. But I'll tell you what, Yosuke has done a bunch of really negative things. Injured Kaito's leg, and Kaito was really not a part of this whole feud between him and Cassius, but I mean, like, you know what it is. You hate to see it. 1v1, Jessica's calling this one. Gauntlet match begins. Both of them missed their first moves. I think Repairman might have run into Yosuke's foot. A big clothesline on Yosuke Hanamura. But Yosuke reversing right back. Remember, Yosuke no slouch either. Former AWE champion in his own right. Former tables champion. Never won tag team gold. In fact, betrayed his tag team partner in Ito. They definitely hate each other. Big hate between the two of them. Up and boom! Caught him with a bulldog off the ropes. While he doesn't call himself High Flying Hanamura anymore, man's definitely knows how to fly. Up, around, Hurricane Rana. Repairman is starting to eat it just like he ate it against Tartaros. And look at this. He's calling for it. Cannonball into the corner. And nobody like that. Hold on, but look at that quick roll up. One, not even one. Repairman unable to kick Yosuke down for one. Wiping the foot. And going for a senton, vintage Repairman. We've seen him do that many a times. In the sleeper hold, we've actually seen him win matches and save the company with, actually. We've seen him save the company with that sleeper hold. Not enough for Yosuke Hanamura, especially not this early in the match, but Yosuke's starting to feel it in his head. Maybe not completely recovered from that Cassius Cutter either, as the Repairman forced to get himself under the ropes, and Yosuke's waiting for him. Boom. Right into the eye of the Repairman. Audience despises that. He steps right back in. Yosuke looked like he was ready for him, but looked almost afraid. Admittedly, almost afraid. Repairman, he's also so good at that, just using his whole body to do offense. He's not the biggest competitor, but boy is still girthy. He's still heavy. He's got, admittedly, some thick old thighs. Repairman back in charge. up and down, starting to turn this matchup around. Yosuke's down for one, just for one. You gotta keep in mind, Yosuke still has that signature maneuver on lock if he's able to hit it. Repairman could be in dire straits, looking for a suplex. Ooh, tosses him afterwards. Yosuke has to kip right back up. And I'd like to point out, because he kipped up, he is now on the lower end of the signature bar, but if he's able to kick out here, he might pull ahead of the Repairman. It's a battle of the signature bar down there. And honestly, it might be a battle of the finisher bar too. They're both about halfway there, as the Repairman's laying fist after fist into Yosuke. Looked borderline feral there, as he's going for stomps. Yosuke counters with a quick kick, and now waiting for his prey to stand back up, helps him up, toss him into the corner. And look at this. Oh, we've seen him do this before. Kick right to the eye, steps to the ropes. Yosuke off the ropes, flying, falling, and sent on by the Repairman to take advantage. Yosuke kicks right back up. Knows that he can't let the Repairman get too much of an advantage in this fight. Stomp to the back. And a shot to the elbow. 6-man gauntlet match. You gotta remember, you don't want to take too much damage because you gotta deal with, what, 4 other competitors in this fight if you want to run the gauntlet. Lifted right back up. Tossed into the corner. Repairman elbow up. Wicked clothesline right to the trachea, my gosh. Going after that ankle. Trying to tear off the shoe of Yosuke. He's like, these Jordans are mine. Pushes him down again. One, I think he's just trying to goad out resiliency, but this early in the match, that's not going to work, Repairman. Not going to work like that. Lifts him right back up. Yosuke, again, ran through by the Repairman. Oh, the Repairman looking to go to the corner. I think he was looking for that, that Sister Abigail. But Yosuke might be ready for him again. Over the ropes, kick to the eye. And Yosuke now has that Yosuke 2 ready, and he might be thinking about it. Elbow. He's turning the whole thing around. And he's climbing to the middle rope, actually. Repairman rolls out of the way. Smart. And oh, ran into an uppercut instead. Repairman looking for another suplex on the Yosuke, tosses him. And we've seen him do this. Just rubbing that foot, that appendage. As Repairman, no, not going to the top rope. He's doing what we know him best for. He's staring Yosuke down. Could it be? Up, down, kisses, Sister Abigail connects. Drags Yosuke center of the ring. Doesn't actually go for the pin. Oh, is he going for that let him in? No. Yosuke able to reverse, and that might be the end of the Repairman reverses the Yosuke 2 as well. Reverses the Yosuke 2, and Yosuke wisely rolls out of the ring saying, oh no, we can't have that. Climbs to the top rope. Repairman versus Yosuke kind of going wild now. Elbow right to the heart of Yosuke. Wrenching that arm back. Stomping on the wrist, his open hand, stomping on the fingies too. Yosuke kips right back up. And tosses the Repairman in saying, I gotta bide myself some time, I gotta wait. But look who's up. The Repairman has Yosuke on his shoulders. Yosuke trying to wiggle his arms to get himself, wiggle his legs rather, to get himself free. Didn't work out, and now stomping him out in the corner, stomping a mud hole in Yosuke. The whole audience, the whole arena chanting out and counting out those numbers. And look at the Repairman's stamina. As Yosuke burns resiliency, I think there's a real world where he beats Yosuke and also could potentially beat the next person. But Yosuke's refusing to go down that easy. Off the ropes, elbow again. Waiting for the Repairman to stand back up, just going after the head, saying, hey, if I'm not winning this thing, I'm going to make sure that you don't either. Big kick to the eyeball. Into the ropes. Up, around, DDT to the Repairman. Lifts him right back up and may try and hit the Yosuke 2. Gets all of it this time. Ladies and gentlemen, The repairman may have to burn resiliency. 1, 2. Able to kick out, and more importantly, able to not use resiliency. Yosuke beating up about it, and he's trying to cheat his way to victory now, saying, hey, Jessica, go fix that thing. Go fix that right now. Catches him with that kick. A stomp to the head. And this is the same dastardly Yosuke that we've seen in a long time, waiting for Jessica. Wait a minute. I think Yosuke was thinking about that low blow. And instead, the repairman gets the advantage, saying, it's not going to be that easy. Goes for a scoop slam, hits it. And now onto the top rope. What's the repairman doing up here? What is he thinking? Stare down! Gets all of it! Eye first into Yosuke! 1, 2, stare down takes the victory! Repairman moves on! And who's next? Oh my gosh! It's been a long time since we've believed. Well, some people believed in Mark Henry, but you can definitely believe in the Wanderer. Wanderer getting dragged to the corner early. Keep in mind, oh my gosh, Repairman's going crazy. He's already busted. Oh my gosh. He's dancing with them into the kisses. Sister Abigail immediately crawls into the pinfall. Oh my gosh, is it over? 1, 2. Kicks out, Wanderer survives. Can you imagine if that were all she wrote as Wanderer gets dragged to the center of the ring? Oh, he's looking to let him. No! I thought it was to let him in, but instead lift him up for a slam. That's to let him out. And I'm surprised Wanderer kicked out. I'm going to be real with you. I saw how far that stamina bar went down. I was like, is he about to beat the Wanderer in like a minute? Double-ended choke slam. The Repairman is going wild tonight. Top rope. Oh, but he took a little too long. And Wanderer able to step out of the way. Repairman came down hard on that knee. I'll be real, even though Repairman does not win this match, his fight against Yosuke, cooked. His start against Wanderer, cooked. At the very least, I think the Repairman's showing he's not entirely cooked, but look at this, Wanderer rages up and wisely rages up as well. When dealing with the Repairman, he made sure he was stunned first. And oh my gosh, Wanderer with the schmooze. Repairman, I think the Repairman was just like, yeah, no, I'm not stunned anymore. Forget that. Off the ropes, and Repairman flying down. It's agility versus strength. As the Repairman's using his environment to his advantage. And a stomp on the ankle. We haven't seen Wanderer in a little bit. As he hits a falling drop kick on the Repairman. Almost like a pin missile to the eyeball. Repairman able to get over that. Now his advantage on the Wanderer. Is he gonna go for a powerbomb? It looks like he's got it. Not into the apron. My gosh! And swings him into it as well. Goodness gracious. Repairman's built up resilience, and here's the thing, he's almost built up another finisher too. If he's able to hit a second one on Wanderer, he could at least burn resiliency on him. If he's able to, I was going to say build up the signature too, but Wanderer might just try and hit his finisher outside the ring. At this juncture, it might be a good idea. He's wrenching at the arm of the Repairman. Hard to repair things when you only have one arm. Kick to the head. And Sister Abigail on the outside. But Wanderer kips right out of it. He kipped out of the Sister Abigail. Oh my gosh. This fight has spilled to the outside. Admittedly, this late in the match, Repairman probably wants it to go back in. But with that clothesline right to the throat of Wanderer. Oh, we've seen this before. let him in, adjusted into a slam. It does really seem like the Repairman really does not want to use that let him in submission anymore. We've only seen him use it in dire situations. And goes for the pinfall, saying this might be enough after the damage I've done on the outside. He didn't use resiliency. Repairman moves on to the next one. Oh boy. Flop. There's a world where Kevin pins the Repairman. But here's the thing, he might walk directly into a finisher by the Repairman instead. Big clothesline. Sends Kevin back down. Repairman means business tonight. Man mean business. Dodge that kick from Kevin. Cowboy slam down, planted down. Able to get up quick to his feet. He knows that if he stays down for too long, lo and behold, it could be game over. As the Repairman lifts Kevin right back up. Kevin able to get the advantage on the Repairman. Toss him in the corner. Repairman with a reversal. Try to go for a big splash. Kevin gets out of the way. Gotta keep in mind, Kevin was completely fresh, but he's been in the ring with the Repairman now, so he's not. Dragging Kevin to the corner. The thing is, Kevin, I was gonna say, still too fresh to get dragged all the way there, but the Repairman is admittedly doing a good amount of damage so far. And could he be thinking about that stare down again? He is. He's calling for it. Kevin, get up and stare down. Eyeball right into it, into the pin. 1, 2. I thought he got him. Yo, I thought he got him. Repairman going crazy tonight. He has a signature already on the ready. Do you believe that he can run the gauntlet? Because he's already dipping his way down. If this doesn't build up resiliency for Kevin, this could be the match. Lift it up. Little kiss. Sister Abigail. It does build up resiliency, but the Repairman doesn't even go for the pin. Oh, maybe he's just dragging him to the center of the ring to say, yeah, I'm going to go for the pin now. No. Lifts him up. Kevin actually gets the reversal of the finisher. Off the ropes and an enziguri. Kevin saying, this is far from over. I still got fight left in me. But here's the thing, the Repairman does not have a finisher on the ready. And Kevin's about to go up for that frog splash. And the Repairman, no resiliency. His story might be over from Kevin, and it is. Hey, Repairman, you get your flowers for that performance, though. I was gonna continue to say, Repairman, you get your flowers. However, now Kevin has to contend with Shadow the Hedgehog. Big kick. Another one. Dragging him over to the ropes. But he's dealing with Shadow the Hedgehog now. Kevin was able to beat a man who had fought several other people right before him. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it against Shadow the Hedgehog. However, he does have a signature ready. Could Kevin be the one to instead win this gauntlet match? Let's try for a moment to put our preconceived boy flop notions out of the picture. Do we believe that Kevin could do it? Well, he just got his signature reversed, so I think the belief is going down tremendously quickly. Shadow. Reversed by Kevin. Kevin not giving up. He didn't give up in the face of the Repairman either, able to kick out of that Sister Abigail. Double stomp. And a kick right to the chest. Going to the top rope again. Doesn't have the frog splash ready, but he's thinking about something else. What could it be? Has to be innovative here. Oh! He sat on him. Can you imagine if Wario did that? That'd be crazy. That'd be wild and crazy, kids. Kick. I don't know where he was going, but I know what he's looking at right now, and that's an arm bar, able to roll out of it. Still had a little bit of momentum, but I'll tell you what, Shadow is really starting to wear down on Kevin. Shadow now has a signature. Will Kevin return fire and reverse his signature instead. These two, for the first time, going one-on-one. This has been, honestly, a very fun gauntlet match. As much as I would have loved to see the Repairman run the whole thing, at the very least, he proved himself against two very game competitors. A Wanderer. Yosuke, the Yosuke match? Fire. Almost beat Kevin too. But I'll tell you what, if he had to go toe-to-toe with Shadow afterwards, I don't know if he could have done it. But you know what? That's not a match that I'm against seeing. Not a match I'm against seeing. It was tonal. It was like such tonal difference from the Repairman that we saw this past Friday. And there's still one person left in this gauntlet match. Hey, dead center of the ring. As, remember, the winner of this match gets to face Tartaros, who will be fully okay, minus the staples in his head. Medical team looking to fix him up real quick. Our mages should be able to heal up that cut. Oh my gosh! Almost a reverse Rough Rider. Very fitting for a cowboy as he's lifting Shadow up. And I'll tell you what, outside of the ring, this is the best place he could be right now, getting a lot of free damage on Shadow the Hedgehog. Kevin may be really trying to... Can you imagine Kevin versus Tartaros? What an odd match that would be, but I'll tell you what. Two good guys, but again, a Shadow reversing Kevin's signature. He just can't get it done. He can't hit that move on Shadow the Hedgehog, and Shadow... Oh, Kevin got lucky, caught him, but Shadow a step too fast. And oh my gosh! May have shifted a rib in the chest of Kevin, but he's able to kick out. Somehow able to survive as he hits... Oh no, Kevin rolled out of that, but then he rolls into a kick right to the temple of Kevin. Big kick, and I want to point out Shadow still has a signature. Kevin's got a long way to go if he's going to stand a chance in this fight. And now he's getting dragged to the ropes, arm in incredible danger as he goes old school. And he doesn't just go old school, he goes flying right into a splash and right into a pinfall, ladies and gentlemen. Boy has flopped. Who will be the final competitor in this gauntlet match? It is.
The next fall will win the match.
We could have had... If the Repairman made it all the way here, we could have had Repaired versus Repairman. We could have had a long ways to go. Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, kicked out. He's already in trouble. He's already in trouble. No, he reversed it. Skull reversed it. And we've seen Skull have a little dominant streak at the end of last year when he fought Mona for the Fight Forever Championship. Could have won with a last man standing match and then just kept on the assault. Elbow drop to the back. Knee right to the spine. At the very least, this has been a great gauntlet match. There haven't been any all walk in and immediately pin yous. It's been, honestly, almost 5 low-key good matches. And these two are looking to close things out with a show. Rookie rolls back up. Over the top rope. Remember, winner of this will face Tartaros. I think it would almost be poetry in motion for the Repairman to have been beaten so badly by Tartaros, or rather so easily, that his protege, one of his repaired, goes to fight him next. I think that would be actually really neat. That being said, what a match Shadow versus Tartaros could be as well. Can't take anything away from that, as Skull was looking for a big chop there. Shadow back in control, dragging Skull to the ropes, not able to get him quite there. Another shot to the gut. Has him up. I was gonna say, Shadow slippery, you better decide what you want to do quick. Oh, he decided real quick. He was like, I'm not gonna be able to get him all the way over there. Rolls him through. 1, 2. Not resiliency, which kind of surprises me. he's the ultimate life form, so it shouldn't really surprise me. Ducked and dodged that hit. Kicked right to the inner thigh, turns him around. And a skull-crushing finale with oomph. Doesn't go for the pinfall right afterwards, knows he's close to the ropes. But is he going to drag him and pin him, or is he going to drag him? Yeah, he's going to drag him and pin him. Good for him. Good for him. I was going to say, oh, no, that's, if you don't pin him, that's not too smart. 1-2, resiliency burned. Trying to beat Shadow as quickly as possible. Goes to the top rope. What is Ryuki thinking here? Skull. Calling for Shadow so he can end this thing, but he's able to step out of the way. Shadow still surviving. Big clothesline, but he's not done with Skull yet. Hold on a minute. Big body slam. Off the ropes, goes flying into Skull. Goes for the pinfall right afterwards. Skull starting to feel it. Remember, Skull did walk in here and immediately eat a signature. Immediately ate a signature, and now he's starting to feel the effects as this match slows down, as this match breaks down, as his back starts to break down, as Shadow is now turning things around. 1, 2. It is anybody's match. It is absolutely anybody's match, and if this move hits, Ryuji Sakamoto may fall victim to Shadow. Sat right down on him. Didn't go for the pinfall, though, said it might not be enough. If he's going for his next pinfall, he wants to make sure that's it. Maybe not going for a next pinfall. We've seen this submission once before recently. It is an interesting one. Goes after the legs, but the legs of Skull are still going strong. I want to point out, Shadow still has a signature, and it's on the ready. And I'll be real, it might be the end of Skull here. He's able to wiggle his feet. Get him off of his feet. Lifts Shadow up. Shot right to the throat. But Shadow kicks right back up. Up and down. Plants him on the knee. Shadow close to being stunned. If Skull can stun Shadow, it really could be the end of the match. Oh, what is he doing here? No, he's not looking to stun him. He's looking to make him tap out. Cloverleaf locks the legs, and the legs are already hurting the Shadow. He might have to tap, rolls him through. Try to roll him to a pinfall. Gets a drop kick. What a sequence from these lads. Off the ropes. Did you see Skull? He struggled to get up to 1 foot. He got down on his knee again. And I hope that Shadow didn't see that, because if he did, he's got a target. Dropped him onto the good knee as he goes for the pinfall. I don't know if Shadow saw it and his world got turned around, dropped on the knee, and Skull picks up the victory. He goes on to face Tartaros next week in his retirement tour.
Here is your winner,
My gosh, I can announce a couple other things about next week's show. First and foremost, we have Skull versus Tartaros. We will have our kings and queens of the ring going toe-to-toe. We will have Alice go toe-to-toe with Rinka. We will have David go toe-to-toe with Eggman. And now we know we will have Skull go one-on-one with Tartaros as a part of his retirement tour. What else? Well, I mean, next week we'll also have Panette. And we'll have, Burnus. That is a guarantee. We have, honestly, most of the match cards set for next week, unless, you know, something crazy happens. Watch out, tell me. No, we'll do the stars as they go back. Thank you. Congratulations, Skull. It is kind of a, you beat the repairman. Now Tartaros fights repaired, and what a match that could be. That Gauntlet match was crazy, and that was only our second match of the show. Now, it is time to do things Yuri's way. 1-on-1. It is. I'm sorry, 2-on-2. It is Hot Topic versus the girls in Wattpad. After all the strays that you caught recently, we'll see how this thing plays out. Who do you got? We're gonna find out together. Wattpad, doing things Yuri's way, supposedly. and Hot Topic, and that match starts as the stars go. Black. Now, these two have very recently come to a major disagreement. Yuri and Mew said, are we going to do things the right way or are we going to do things the wrong way? Mew wanted to do things her way. Yuri wanted to go about things going her way. Wanted to get back to the top her way. Kind of like the Flame Tribe who want to do things the right way. A little bit of, rather incohesion between these two. But now they seem to be doing things Yuri's way, seem to be doing things the right way. At least Mew has seemingly agreed to it. That being said, I'm surprised Mew didn't make more of a big deal about how Yuri won that match. It was a 3 count, but Mew had her hands on the ropes. The referee just didn't see it. Referee was blind to it. Yuri said the referee's decision is final, and Mew said, well, whatever. We gotta fight. And they have a fight against Hot Topic tonight. And here they here they come. They do. Shadow of Hot Topic. You know what? Maybe they're taking their time because, you know, Shadow was back there earlier. They were like, Shadow, are you okay? Do you need something from us? We can skip our next match to help you. And I'm sure Shadow just said, you two leave me alone. Here comes Marceline, the Vampire Queen, and Gwen Total Drama Island. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Hot Topic. Honestly, a fun team, a dope team. Able to do what? If they're able to beat Wattpad, make a name for themselves. As of lately, they've just been Shadow fangirls, is what people have been calling them. But they still want the tag team division to take them seriously. Marcy is small but powerful. Gwen is honestly a total package when it comes to wrestling moves. She's got high-flying moves. She can strike. She can submit. She can do it all. And that makes them a dangerous duo. Will Hot Topic pick up the big victory over Mew and Yuri Wattpad? Let's see how this goes. Big knee immediately by Gwen. Off the ropes. Drop kick. And into the corner. And here's the thing, this is starting off not similarly to how Wattpad versus the Flame Tribe went. Honestly, Mew was beating the brakes out of Burnus, but then Burnus started to go crazy and went the other way around. We got not even a hot tag, just a regular tag. Saying, you needed my... No shot, she's leaving her again? Aw, Yuri. Oh, girl. Yuri's found herself in a 2v1 situation again. I'd ask myself how this keeps happening, but it's the company that you keep, Yuri. And Mew just not still... Okay, first of all, you're reversing that signature. Good for her. Maybe she's able to do it. Disaster kick to the back. Gwen couldn't even prepare for it. Lifted right back up. You're realizing I'm going to have to make myself... make a target for myself, and that target's going to have to be Gwen with the pedigree. Surprising it did a bunch of body damage, no face damage. 1, 2. Gwen kicks out. And Yuri said, I'm still gonna fight this thing. I'm gonna fight it alone if I need to. Win for the climactic ending, reverse. And I'll be real. With Mew gone, it doesn't sound like the audience is booing Yuri quite as much. No, they're still booing her a little bit. I feel like it's not as heavy as it was with Mew. Tag's been made. Oh my gosh. What is she doing here? Dragging Yuri around everywhere. Is she going old school? She is! Dragging to the corner. Turned around. What is Marcy thinking here? What is Marcy thinking here? Jeez Louise. Yuri might be in trouble. What does she got going on? My gosh, back suplex from the top rope. It's not often we see someone turn around. That's a 2 count. I was gonna say, honestly, might be 3 for all intents and purposes. That could have been the end of the match. Marcy. And it's hard to talk about Marceline and Gwen. They're great competitors and have started to show that they're a pretty valid tag team, but in this match, the stories are more so about Mew again abandoning Yuri. Yuri tagged herself in. Mew didn't like that. We said we were doing things Yuri's way, and Yuri said, let me tag in. And Mew said, this isn't your show, it's my team. Walked out. Mew very clearly still not content with doing things Yuri's way, and Yuri rages up. Could we be seeing climactic ending connects on Marceline? Can you imagine Yuri's able to do this? Yuri turns this whole thing around and somehow comes up clutch with a victory. Dragged, or rather thrown into the corner. Tag's been made. Are they going for a tag team finisher here? That's the better question. Oh my gosh, neck breaker out of a spine buster. 1, 2, she has no resiliency. That's it. That was a tough tag team maneuver. Goodness gracious.
Here are your winners.
A spine buster into a neck breaker combination is nasty. It's vile. It's vicious. Okay. I didn't know that Gwen was out of the ring, but they sure did it. Congratulations to the girls, Gwen, Marceline. But sucks for Yuri. This is the second time Yuri's lost a tag team match that turned into a 2-on-1 affair. Are we starting to see the end of Wattpad? I gotta be honest with you. I gotta be honest. It's starting to feel like it. The cracks are showing, and I believe the cracks should have been there since the get-go. That being said, now we got 2 competitors. Pi, very clearly not okay. Gonta, unsure where he is. But more importantly, they both had tag team partners who have made strides in singles actions recently. Shin, who had a fantastic showing in the King of the Ring, the Royal Crown tournament. Mondo, who is our Rumble winner, who will be going on to AV Mania for a singles match for a world championship of his choice. They're going one-on-one tonight. Who do you got? Shin, Mondo. Both, for the longest time, known as tag team boys. Let's see who wins this one. As the stars go. Black. And here the stars go. Out first.
Is scheduled for one fall.
It's
Making his way to the ring
Shin.
from New York, weighing in at 179 pounds. Shane Tsukimi.
Now let me talk to you about Shin. Shin had an uphill battle against Shadow in their first triple threat in the Royal Crown tournament, but then went bonkers and actually squashed his opponent in the second round. However, the opposite happened when he went toe-to-toe with Eggman and got destroyed. He's about to go toe-to-toe with another bigger opponent, Will he have learned his lesson from fighting King Eggman? Or will Mondo crush Shin as well? Shin goes toe-to-toe with your Royal Rumble winner. Royal Rumble winner. I was gonna say after the break, but there is no break. We're going right into it. Although if I wanted to play some mid-roll there, that would have been the perfect time to do so, you know? Mondo rolls in. Fist up. And he's ready. It's been a while since we've seen Mondo ride this bike to the ring. It's good to see it. It's good to see him like this. It feels like Mondo's free. Free from everything that's tied him down before. Because he's been tied down by a lot of things. He's been tied down by tag team action. He's been tied down by knives. He's been tied down by the Arbiter. He's been tied down for honestly most of his AEW career. But tonight, he stands as Mondo alone. Let's see what he can do alone against Shin tonight. 1v1. I'm excited to see how it all plays out. Mondo, the best of luck to you. Someone we can get behind, who's been through more than most in the AWE. But I'm excited to see how it plays out. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Shin. It's Mondo. And it's on. Right now, 1v1. In singles action, this is the first time these two have fought. They've been in the ring together most definitely, but not quite like this. Rolling about. Overhand strike by Shin. And immediately going after that arm. Shin, we know, immediately when the bell rings, he's got his target. It's the arm. He's got his target because he knows he is not the strongest person in the AWE. In fact, he's one of the weakest. But when it comes down to an armbar, all you need is 10 pounds of pressure and your arm breaks. 9 pounds of pressure, if that's all he's able to give, it's enough to make somebody think their arm's about to break. And it's enough to say, hey, maybe I should tap out before my arm snaps in two. Is Mondo about to meet that same fate? Shin working Mondo right now. I think it's something we have to highlight here. Mondo was almost on the verge of being stunned there, and admittedly, he still is able to counter back, and it's a gut punch to Shin. And Shin now in grave danger as he might be eating a power bomb from, not from Mondo to the mat, but Mondo to the outside. Shin, you all right, buddy? He is all right, buddy. Hit a Russian leg sweep on Mondo. Shin in control, holding onto that arm as he sends Mondo back. Knee right to the jaw. Stomp to the ankle. Should honestly, sincerely be stomping that arm, TBH. But maybe he's going after the... What is this? Oh! Knees right into the small of the back. Shin cooking. Going after that arm again. Enough to get yellow arms. We're at a 5 count. Is Shin going to get Mondo back in the ring? He could win this thing by count out. He might win this thing by count out. We're at a count of 7. And another shot to the arm. Count of 7. Are you going to drag him back in? He does. Throws him back in. We're at 8. Oh my gosh, tried to go flying. And Mondo said, no, this is about it. He rages up, lifts Shin up, and throws him around. Mondo's incensed. Mondo's furious. And this is not the Mondo that Shin wanted to see. Mondo is gonna wreck this man's. What Shin needed to do was make sure that this match stayed a technical brawl and not a power battle. And that's what it's quickly turned into. As he wails away on the face of Shin. How quickly the tide turns. Ugh! A 360 belly to belly. This match was all Shin from the get-go, but he only made Mondo mad. And when Mondo clocks in, when Mondo focuses up, when Mondo turns on, you might be out of luck. One. Oh, but it's just one. Oh, but it's just one. Mondo landed hard on that elbow. And Shin realizes that, saying, oh, that elbow? Don't mind if I do. Rope? I'm not sure if that was quite rope break, but... Ugh! Ew! My gosh! Oh my god, he might have broken his arm. Oh my god, ow! That hurt me. Did you see the twist? Oh my gosh, slid out of the ring. Again, Shin just using his body to do whatever it can, to do all the damage it can to Mondo. However, when he gets, as we just saw, when he gets on a roll, you might be in trouble, Shin. Thrown back into the ring, not so gracefully, but again, roll through this time, armbar locked in deep. Is Mondo gonna burn resiliency? His arms are in the red, he's hurting and he's hurting bad, but Shin lets him out. Oh no. Oh no, Shin. Good night, sweet prince. Road Rage connects. And that is one, that's two, and that's definitely resiliency from Shin. Oh my gosh. Shin crawling to the corner. Mondo not burning resiliency from the armbar. Is the last thing. Oh no. I was gonna say is the last thing Shin wanted to see. This is not where you want to be with Mondo. German suplex. No, oh my gosh. Overhead German suplex. Steps back in. I don't know if Shin's gonna get back up. He put the knees up. He baited Mondo in. Mondo was going for that moonsault. That standing Mondo moonsault. Shin with the reversal again. Slaps the already hurting arm. Tried to go big chops onto Mondo. But Mondo driving those elbows right into the gut of Shin. Lifting Shin up. Oh no. Tossed onto the ropes. As Mondo goes middle rope. Elbow right to the throat of Shin. He might not be able to breathe anymore. 1, 2. He kicked out. Hold on a minute. The classic that these two are putting on right now. Double axe handle. It's a battle of power versus technique. Lifted up again. Tossed down. Scoop slam. And he's going top rope this time. Mondo, what's he thinking? Moonsault himself. No, a 450 splash. The wheels on the motorcycle go round and round, and that's one, that's two, and that is the match. What a showing from Mondo. My gosh. Honestly, not burning resiliency on that armbar when his arms were still in the red. Mondo still has it. Like it or not, believe it or not, Mondo still has that in him. Mondo still has all of that in him. He can still pull it out when he needs to. He can still lock in when he needs to. Can he do the same thing this year at AV Mania? We'll see. We'll see. He said he's stronger than you too. And now, we got our main event. Let's be real. It's main event time. I know y'all have been looking forward to this fight. Because I have too. Ever since we saw them start off the Gauntlet match, the Gauntlet Eliminator match this past Friday, they put on an absolute show. Continuing through that match, they targeted each other, and Arlecchino went all the way. Father went all the way. Let's see how this plays out tonight, as she goes one-on-one officially this time with the Raiden Shogun. And Raiden went pretty far in that match too, but When the world heard that boom,
from France, China.
We all screamed. It's her. Navia has already exclaimed that she is very impressed with Father's performance. What's on the horizon for Father? Everyone is now alert. Everyone's looking forward to it. Because now Father goes one-on-one with the Electro Archon with the Raiden Shogun, the almighty Raiden Shogun. Not for nothing. I hope y'all have some beverages. I actually don't have a beverage. My beverage, a lot of times I'll start things and I'll have a beverage ready and then I'll just sit it over there on this small table that is pretty far away from this desk. And I don't bring it over here, and I cry a little bit when I start the recording because I'm like, oh, it's over there. But I only realized like halfway through, it's over there. Tragic. That being said, Raiden Shogun and Father, toe-to-toe, went crazy. And I'll be real, they're probably gonna go crazy today too. Let's keep it 100. I can only hope so, because today they have earned themselves a main event. Former AWE champion, a guaranteed, it almost feels like, a former champion in her own right, as Father goes toe-to-toe, and immediately Raiden starting off strong. Not giving Father a second to breathe, and I think Raiden realizes exactly what Father was made of in that Gauntlet Eliminator, saying, I gotta stay on top of her before she's able to mount some offense, and that may be too little too late already. No, Raiden a step faster. Standing switch has her up in the sky into a German. And here's the thing, now Raiden, familiar with Father's game, knows what she has to do to defeat Father potentially, or at the very least knows what Father brings to the table as a knee strike lands, and Father is looking worse for wear. Double knees to the midsection. Lifted right back up. Starting to drag Father. Good old Arle. Takes a shot to the kneecap. Father almost stunned in this fight. And is stunned in this fight. Raiden can essentially do whatever she wants, as Father's getting wrecked right now. Can Father mount a comeback? Right now it's looking bleak. Catches the leg, turns things around. But look at that block by Raiden Shogun. Raiden going crazy. Oh, but another block by Father. Father's starting to realize exactly who she's in the ring with, and has to kick things up to another level. And now not in the ring, but instead outside of the ring. Raiden sees that opportunity, saying, no, you're going down. But look at who just didn't sell that German suplex at all. Now starting to get worse for wear. Catches the leg of the Raiden Shogun. Steps back into the ring. Raiden not looking to follow. Father celebrating for a step too long on the shoulders of the Raiden Shogun, and dropped onto the turnbuckle. Raiden rolls out of the ring. Why is she rolling out of the ring so often? I'm not sure. She don't want to win this by countout, right? Big chops, big kicks, big bulldog. No, big arm drag. Very innovative move. What is she thinking here? Going for the shot. Oh, but took too long. Father was like, oh yeah, I'll be ready for you. But may not be ready in its entirety again. Sending Raiden down. Lifting her up. A shot right to the eye. And another one right in between the eyes. Turns Raiden around. Stomping on the Shogun. Rubbing the face against the mat. And an elbow drop to the back. Oh, interesting. Oh my gosh! Raiden runs right into the nasty boot. And face first into the mat. Stomp on the gut. Things are starting to turn themselves around. Oh, but oh my gosh, Father went back first into that exposed turnbuckle. And again, Raiden Shogun in charge, in command. Oh, but that may be turning around very quickly as well. Raiden responds appropriately, turns her around, and another reversal. Raiden a step faster. Ugh, spine buster. Not pretty, but man, devastating as that knee strike connects. Father still not stunned. Father's about to be stunned though, and that's perfect timing because Father won't be able to. Oh, maybe it's not perfect timing. 1, 2. Okay, well that's funny. Well, at my count, technically she kicked out, which is kind of hilarious. Double knees to the midsection. Raiden's so close to working up a finisher, but Father stops her in her tracks. Toss in the corner, elbow right to the throat. Big stomps again. And here's the thing, if this move connects, walking with the Raiden Shogun center of the ring dropped. And not done yet, still walking around and again dropped. Raiden is stunned. Center of the ring. This could all turn around. Oh no. Face first. And she's calling for the Raiden Shogun to get up. But reversing the finisher. Turns her around. And we've seen this before. Lightning strikes twice. Doesn't go for the pinfall right afterwards, which is shocking. Does run into it though. 1, 2. Father burns resiliency. This match has shown why the Raiden Shogun is one of the very best. Going up against someone who we saw run an incredible Gauntlet Eliminator match. Oh no. Reversed and instead dropped the Raiden Shogun behind. Father, realizing got a lot of work to do to try and beat this. Oh no, wasn't a suplex, dropped. Raiden right on her dome. Raiden rolls out, maybe out cold. That might have been instinct to just roll herself out of there to avoid potentially the match. Because keep in mind as well, Raiden didn't have resiliency out of nowhere. Don't tell me Tombstone. Pile driver on the outside. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Tossed right back. Oh no, not tossed in. Tossed her head on the apron. And again, these clubbing blows by Father. Unhinged at a count of 6. And tossed into the ring. Steps in. Stomp to the back. And climbs to the top rope. Here's the thing. If Father can hit a big move here and go for a pinfall, which she does, brilliant strategy, might be enough to burn resiliency on the Raiden Shogun, and it is. This match is anybody's call, and what a comeback story it would be from a dominant showing early on. Again, Father using the ring to her advantage. Kick right to the gut. And another for your sister and your brother. And if this move hits, ladies and gentlemen, it could be all she wrote. Up and down, Crimson Moon. 1, 2, and that is not 3. Oh my gosh. Crimson Moon connected, and it was not the end of this fight. Goes under. Goes over. We knew it had to be more than that from these two. What a show. Oh my gosh, just punch after punch. Unrelenting shots. Lifted right back up. Raiden finally able to mount a little comeback, mount a little offense. Oh my gosh, it looked like Father was thinking about using that fireball. And does, but Raiden reverses it. Gets out of the way. Toss in the corner. Big kick does connect this time. Father on the verge of being stunned and wisely rolls out, but Raiden, ready for what a main event this has been, goes flying, but Father steps out of the way. Raiden goes crashing down. Up and slammed down as well again. Stomp on the arm, but Raiden rolls out of the way. Dodging, whiffing that blow, crashes onto the table. And slamming the back of the neck of Raiden into the mat outside. And throws her back in now. Oh my gosh. But turned her back to the Raiden Shogun. Raiden tipped right back up and said, I'm getting my dive. Throws Father. What a back and forth this has been. And neither of these competitors have had resiliency for almost like 10 minutes at this point. Get right to the midsection again. What do we got going on? Tossed again into the ring. Father stepping in. No, not stepping in. Oh, tackled back down. And Raiden climbs the top rope. And goes flying. Gets all of it. This is awesome. Kick right to the head. Specifically on AWE. This is awesome. As the roll around, Raiden tries to run at Father. Father holding tough. And is tossed into the steps. Raiden lifts her right back up. Father tossed around again. We're at a count of 4. Father hurting bad. We're at a count of 5. Oh, but look at this. Scraping the feet. Count of 6. Gotta get Raiden back. I'm sorry, Raiden's gotta get Father back in the ring. Does. Count of 7. Stalks Father. We're at a count of 8. And she's calling for the end of this fight. As lightning strikes. No! Reverses. Lifts Raiden up. And drops her on the ropes. And goes for the pinfall afterwards. Raiden's whole world was turned around when lightning didn't strike twice. Father able to come up clutch. Oh my gosh. You don't think that's Rinka of the Flame Tribe? Can you imagine? Do you have goosebumps? Could we be seeing Rinka versus Father? Oh my gosh. Y'all, what a rebellion. Get us out of here. What a rebellion we just had. What a rebellion we just witnessed. Father cleaned up against the Raiden Shogun in what was an incredible main event. An incredible main event. Father saw her opportunity to reverse the finisher at the last second, threw Raiden against the ropes, and cleaned up for a pin. Mondo, who had been devastated early on, fired up, and that fire inside of him burned bright and got him the victory. Mew and Yuri, we gonna have to talk. Or, you know what, better yet, Navia's gonna have to talk to them. Skull is gonna be going toe-to-toe with Tartaros, and it's gonna be a grand show. Merrin beat Hu Tao, but Clover's still furious. about these two, about the Rakasam versus the Flame Tribe. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is our show. We'll check the news real quick. We only have 2 pieces. Tempers erupting as they hate each other. It's just the truth, the whole truth. The cracks are not just forming; they are fully there. And lastly, Rinka did not attack Father from behind. It seemed like a show of respect, saying, "I saw what you did on Friday. I saw what you did tonight. Potentially, I'd love to face you for the championship." We'll talk to Navia. What a show, what a match that would be. Oh my god, when we talk about goosebumps, yeah, I feel it. Hit me with the stars as they go. Black, thank you all so much for watching this edition of AW Rebellion. We'll be, pardon me, back next Sunday with more Rebellion, and March 7th for the March birthday bash. I'm excited, I hope you guys are too. Until then, I'm taking off. Toodaloo Flag Crew. What a show we had, that's crazy. Thank you so much for watching.